Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing really well. In this particular video, I'll be talking about ACCA. If you are going to do it after completing CA or in middle of CA, if you want to get a switch towards ACCA, I'm going to talk about that in this particular video. So if you are a CA student or aspiring to do ACCA from now, then watch this video till the end because this video is for you only. Alright, so now basically what happens or what is the reason for students leaving CA? Now reasons for leaving CA is, number one is the rigidity of the qualification. Like you have to give all papers at a time, and if you do not get the aggregate and you fail in one subject, then the complete group goes off. These are the stuff while students actually prefer not going towards it further. And there are students who actually go further and become a qualified chartered accountant also. So there's no flaw in that. The point here is the student is aspiring to do something which is more flexible. Now if you want to look into a flexible qualification, which is ACCA, what happens here is you need to give only one paper at a time. Now that's not a requirement, that's the flexibility which you get. You can give 2 papers at a time, or you can give even 3 papers at a time. That depends on your preparation only. Now suppose if a student has completed his CA inter both groups, okay, if he has completed CA inter both groups with a BCom degree, then he gets 6 papers exempt, which is the first 4 papers and taxation and auditing. These 6 papers you will be exempted. What papers you are not exempted is performance management, financial reporting and financial management in the skills level, and the professional level anyhow you have to give it. Then comes, if suppose you are a qualified chartered accountant, what happens is you get 9 papers exempt and you have 4 papers to do. Now comes here something which is in middle. Suppose you have completed your degree and you have completed taxation in the sense you have got 40 marks plus in your IPCC taxation or CA inter taxation. What happens is you get normally 4 papers exempt through BCom, plus what will happen, you will get exemption in taxation also. That's ACCA taxation. And if suppose you've got 40 plus in your group 2 auditing, then you get exemption in auditing also. 40 plus in auditing, you get exemption in auditing in the ACCA. Alright, now comes, you have completed CA inter and BCom, 6 papers are there. Now in your CA final you have attempted and in FR you got 40 plus, then you get exempted in the financial reporting. If you have got 40 plus in your SFM, then you get exempted in financial management. If you've got 40 plus in SCM or your AMA, then you get exemption with performance management. Now this is something in between. Okay, so I hope that this video is giving you lots of clarity that what papers you will be exempted and what not. This happens with a degree if you have it. All right, now which paper you need to do first, how you need to cope up with it. The point here is what you need to do is you need to go through the content structure of the qualification or also the content of every paper and go ahead with that paper first rather than choosing from one by one. Now let me just talk about the worst thing which you can do while doing ACCA if you are switching from CA. The worst thing which you can do, and in fact that will make you fail in ACCA also, is if you compare it with CA. See, understand, there is no comparison between these two qualifications. These two qualifications have their own value. There is no devaluing of any qualification here. The point here is, if suppose you go towards financial management and say, हाँ ये तो हमने पढ़ा है. Investment management, yes, I have read it in financial management of IPCC. If you do that, what will happen is you are limiting yourself to learn. Maybe there are some more other new concepts out there. Why don't you give a zero-based effect and learn it from start itself? Why don't you look it as a new beginning and do it? If you actually keep on comparing, अरे ये जब ऐसा पढ़े थे इसको उसके basis पे आगे बढ़ना है, it will be a problem for you ongoing. Understand this. If you compare, then you are not going to grow. You are not going to grow that, okay, if I did this, I'll do that. It's not going to happen. Go with it afresh. And don't ever think that ACCA is easier than CA. There's no easier or tough qualification here. Both have their own value. Do not get into ACCA just because it is easier than CA. It is not easy CA. It is ACCA. It has its own value. If you have to give one paper in one attempt, understand that how much quality and content is there in it. That's the reason you have to give one paper at a time or two papers at a time, and in that also students fail. The pass mark is 50 only, but still there are 50% students passing, 50 students failing that examination also. So understand this, you need to put in the right efforts. The efforts which you keep in put in for CA examinations, if you put in the same efforts, for sure your ACCA will be done. Now coming on towards the next point in which you need to add on with yourself. If suppose like in chartered accountancy qualification, you have the opportunity to give the examination in Hindi also, but in ACCA you do not have that opportunity. You need to give your examination in English only, and for that what you need to do is nothing but, you do not need to have expert knowledge or expert fluency in English. What you need to have is the zeal to learn and excel. The zeal to learn and excel. If you have that zeal to learn and excel, you will learn this language, you will master this language also, and you will complete the ACCA qualification also at the earliest. Now coming up, like sir, if I am leaving CA, I cannot practice in India. ACCA cannot practice. Yes, ACCA cannot practice in India. If you want to practice in India, you need to complete the chartered accountancy qualification only. Don't do it just additionally ke maybe after ACCA I'll be able to practice. You are not going to be practicing in India. You can go towards UK, you can get the ICAEW and then you practice there. That's a different kind of an thing. But believe me, this qualification, do not compare it with CA and do it afresh. I hope that I am answering every question which is related to that CA, IPCC, CA in between. And also one more thing, I get this from students directly. ये हर बार होता है मेरे साथ. स्टूडेंट्स आके बोलते हैं कि सर मैंने बहुत टाइम ख़राब किया है CA में, मैंने मतलब 3 साल लगा दिए, पेपर क्लियर नहीं हुआ, ये क्लियर नहीं हुआ, अब मुझे करना ही नहीं है, मेरा बहुत टाइम वेस्ट हो गया. ऐसे बातें करते हैं कि ज़िंदगी से हार गए हो. ऐसा नहीं है यार. यू हैव नॉट लॉस्ट इट, यू जस्ट एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट, एंड व्हाट हैज़ हैपेंड हैज़ ऑलरेडी हैपेंड. Do not take that blame of your past and drag it towards your future. Just leave it now. See, maybe you did not do it right, or maybe some efforts were not right, or maybe the qualification was not right for you. That does not mean that bolo ke you have wasted your time. Do not let that come into your head. You have not wasted your time, my friend. You have not wasted your time. If that thought comes into your mind, that negativity will go on in the same way. इनफैक्ट CA स्टूडेंट्स के साथ मैं ऐसे देखता हूँ कि एक कहानी बना के चलाते हैं उसको कि मैंने ये एग्ज़ाम फेल हुआ, मैं ये भी एग्ज़ाम फेल हुआ, मैं फिर ऐसा हुआ था, फिर ऐसा हुआ, लेकिन हार नहीं मानी. ज़रूरत नहीं है यार. द पॉइंट हियर इज़ यू नीड टू लर्न एंड गो फॉरवर्ड. डू नॉट लेट दैट फेलियर एंटर योर हेड एंड गेट यू इनटू दैट डिप्रेशन काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. बहुत बुरा है वो. बस हट जाओ, बस छोड़ दो. व्हाट हैज़ हैपेंड हैज़ ऑलरेडी हैपेंड. व्हाट इज़ गोइंग टू हैपन इज़ इन योर हैंड. ऑलराइट, एंड यू कैन all time change it and influence it too. It's all in your hand. All right, what depends it how much amount of preparation you do right now. All right, I hope that this video is giving you clarity. And then the next thing is talking about your examination fees and all. See, normally examination fee of ACCA ranges around 12 to 16,000 depending on skills and professional level per paper. And your registration, we'll do it for 11,800. We do it for that amount. And your exemption fee is £20 per paper. £20 per paper would be your exemption fee, which would be shown on your portal itself. We can do it. If you do it directly, what will happen? Your registration fee will be low, but you will have to pay the complete examination fee. We being ALPs of ACCA, we can provide you that facility. You can reach out to us to avail that facility. And if suppose you're looking out for classes or something like that, then you can join into my classes. We are ongoing with regular online classes only, and you guys can have that access to. What you need to do is download our application and then enroll for that respective classes. I hope that this video is finding you helpful, and if you have watched this video till now, what you need to do is like this video and share it with your friends who are doing CA, or if suppose they are aspiring to do ACCA. If they are already aspiring to do ACCA, then share it with them. Do not change their mind. Do not tell them that अरे CA नहीं होगा. अगर तुम्हारे से CA नहीं हो रहा है तो अपने फ्रेंड को भी मत बोलो कि CA नहीं होगा, ACCA कर लेंगे. ऐसे मत करो. अगर आपको लगता है कि आप जो है ना स्विच करना चाहते हैं तो आप स्विच कर लो, लेकिन हर एक के डिसीजन में इन्फ्लुएंस मत हो जाओ. बट इफ़ यू फाइंड दिस वीडियो हेल्पफुल, share it with those people whom you think that it will be beneficial for them, share it with them only. Alright, I hope that this video finds you well. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, support our channel. I keep making these videos for you ACCA students too, so do help us. Alright, thank you very much.